Okay, guys, now we're gonna go straight to the subject. Today, we're gonna talk about why chasing women won't work. First, when you chase women, you give them a subtle idea that you want something from them. The dating game for me is like a market, it's like a financial marketplace where you have to bid, where you have to negotiate. If you wanna get something from someone, you don't want to show them that you really want to get it. You have to show them that you're worthy of it. That's the same. When you come off too needy, women feel like, hey, he wants to get something from me, so I'm gonna need to keep it. At the end of the day, everything is transactional. When you go at a woman, she has to feel that you have something to offer. If you go at them by chasing, they're gonna feel like you only want to take. And if you only want to take, it probably means you have nothing to offer. You only want to take and leave. And no woman, actually no human being wanna get in those situations. We always wanna win something. We always wanna feel like, hey, I'm getting something out of this. I'm getting something out of this situation. It's like in relationships in general. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you feel like you always give, and that person never give back in return, or you have no benefits from being with that person, then you probably are going to leave, because this is how life goes. It's actually one of the laws of the universe. You always have to give something in order to get something in return. You have to give your time in order to get money. You have to give your sweat and tears at the gym in order to be in shape. You have to dedicate yourself into a craft in order to be good at it. That's how life goes. You always have to give something. What goes up must come down. What goes in must go out. That's how life goes. And you can actually apply this rule in the dating market or in the dating game as well, or in the financial game as well. In order to get women, you need to understand and to learn what's attractive to women in men. Let's say you want to get money. You're not gonna get money by chasing money. You're actually not gonna get money by doing that. The only thing you're gonna do is just grind. You're gonna grind, you're gonna learn how to grind, but you're never really gonna get money. You get money by building a system, by learning how to get money. It's the same with women. You're not gonna get women by chasing women. You're only gonna get women by learning what women find attractive in men. Just learn what they really like in men, what they find attractive in men, and you're gonna get a shitload of women. Number two, when you chase women, it subtly tells them that you don't build for yourself. Especially when you have a certain age. If you are 20 years old or 21 years old, women are not really gonna be hard on you, because you don't necessarily understand the importance of building for yourself as a man at that stage of your life. But if you're in your 30s, women want you to be straight. Women want you to have a car, a good job, a good monthly income, traveling. Women want you to be in shape. Women demand all those things for you. If you don't have those things, it's probably because you chase women too much. So that's the reason why I'm telling you, if you chase women too much, women gonna be like, hey, he's not building for himself, so he needs to chase women in order to get that. In order to get women, he needs to chase. But the guys who are building for themselves, the guys who are actually working on themselves, on their physique, on their financial stability, on their mindset, on their education, etc., on a spiritual level, they already got it. They don't need to chase. They don't need to chase because they already got it. Women come to them. And when I say women come to them, I'm not meaning that they don't have to go and talk to a woman in the street or whatever, or on dating app, they don't have to send a first message. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they don't have to make too much effort, basically. They just have to say, hey, how you doing, etc. My name is Sarah. What's your name, etc. We should hang out sometime. And they're going to be okay with that. They're going to be like, hey, take my number. Hey, take my number. That's how it is when you're working on yourself. Women see that. Women can sense that. Women can feel that, because it's plain and simple. When you work on yourself on every aspect of your life, you become more confident. And that confidence is really shown outward. It's really shown to the world. And women can feel it. Women can sense it. And they're like, I don't know why, but I feel his vibe and I kind of want to give him a shot. That's how women are. Number three, women only want to chase men that's worth chasing. The thing is, most men think that women don't want to chase, that women just want to be princesses, etc. But when you become the guy, when you start working on your physique, when you start to like put yourself together and put your life together, man, it's a different ball game, especially on those dating apps. You receive those first messages like, hey, you so handsome, or hey, are you even real? Like, I can't even count the number of times where women sent me those messages like, are you even real? Or like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. You too good to be true. Or no, you must be a scam. And I'm literally forced to write in my bio that, hey, I'm not a scam. I'm a real person. When they see me in real life, they're like, yo, you even more attractive than in your photos or in your profile. And that's how it is. That's how it is when you build for yourself. That's how it is when you're worth chasing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think women are better at chasing than men. Because the kind of first messages I received, I was like, what they say, flabbergasted. I was like, whoa, that's actually genius. That's clever as fuck. I never thought of that. Women are good at chasing, but they don't want to just chase anybody. They want to chase the man. That's why you have to build for yourself again, as I told you in my previous point. That's how you got to give time for yourself. When you give time for yourself, women see that. When you build for yourself, women see that. I remember that girl sent me the first message and I started talking to her and she was like, yo, I feel like I've already seen you before. And I started looking at her picture like more closely and I told her, no, I never seen you. I never seen you before. We don't know each other. And she was like, I swear to God, I saw you before. And I told her confidently, that's probably because maybe you saw me in the street and you were like, yo, that guy is killing it. That guy is handsome as fuck. And she replied by saying, that's exactly what it is. I'm sure that I saw you in the street. And I was like, yo, this is my type. That's the kind of thing you get from women when you're working on yourself, when you're worth chasing. They love to chase. Number 4, when you chase women, it suddenly tells them that you do it with every woman. And since they get that in their mind, they feel like your value goes down. That's why it's even harder for attractive men to chase. Like I always say that attractive men cannot act like normal guys. What I mean by attractive, I'm not talking about the facial structure. I'm literally talking about how you handle yourself, your physique, the way you've built yourself over the years. When you're working on yourself, as I told you, people see it. People can see the difference with normal guys, and it tells women that this guy is special. But if you start chasing other women, that woman you're chasing gonna be like, he's not really that guy. He's not really the guy because he keep chasing me. And she knows deep down that maybe she's not really the girl. She's not really like killing it like that. She's not really a 9 out of 10 on the dating market. She's gonna be like, yo, why is that guy chasing me like that? Like, am I really special? And that way, she starts to act bougie. She starts to act unavailable. She starts to respond 4 hours later or maybe a day later. She starts to be unavailable. She starts to not reply. She starts to just ghosting you. That's what happens when you chase women. This is crazy because at a certain point in life, you realize that it's so easy to get women. It's like it's the easiest thing you can do. Getting women to be real with y'all is the easiest thing you can do. The only things you have to do is working on your finances. Do you have ambitions? Do you have a job? Do you have a good salary, a good income? Do you have a car? Do you have a nice place? Where are you located? Like, are you located in a nice city? Are you working on yourself? We start physically. Are you going to the gym? What are you eating? Are you eating right? Are you smoking? Are you drinking a lot? Are you reading also? Are you curious? That's all of those things combined together that make you a super guy. When you actually work on all of those things, women gonna be like, God damn it, where does this guy come from? I remember I was talking to that girl on Instagram because she saw me on Instagram. I don't know how she found me. It was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. I don't even remember. She found me on Instagram and she was actually from another country. I think it was Norway or Sweden, something like that. and she started liking all of my pictures on Instagram, and then sent me a message on Instagram, and I saw a message that we started talking, etc. And she literally told me, "Oh my God, you look like an angel." And I was like, "What?" She said, "I'm telling you, I gotta be real with you. You look like an angel." I was like, "Girl, come on, come on. Have you ever seen an angel before? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I look like an angel." But I took the compliment. I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. Thank you." And we ended up having some kind of meeting. And you know what happened? That was during my wilder days. Stop chasing women. Now it's time to work on yourself. What are you doing during your spare time? And I'm not talking about spare time. It shouldn't be about spare time. It should be about how do you manage your time in order to work on yourself, work on your finances, on your ambitions, because you don't want to maybe work a job for the rest of your life. I don't know what type of person you are. Work on your physique. I remember back in the days, I wasn't as lean as I am right now, even though I'm still like having muscles, etc. You can see it in the camera. But you know, what are you doing in order to keep building for yourself? My name is Faces Attractive. See you in the next video. Bye.